First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
No, I said talking.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Dubler. Thanks for joining us. Take a live look there at our Shriners camera, looking over downtown Portland, and it looks like even something was dripping, even off the camera right there. So you probably noticed there is some rain back. We're going to be talking about that today. And again, we are live here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and it is one of our great segments here with Katie Zuniga joining us over here at this
I'm just
desk.
Watching that.
Yeah, we've got another giant camera here.
Yeah.
All of our cameras pretty much. Maybe I'll try to cycle through some here in a little bit. But yeah, they're pretty much all have rain all over them right now.
Yes.
Which is what we're all seeing. So again, thanks for joining us. We are live here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and Katie is going to be talking, about this rain. What does it mean? What does it mean?
What does it mean? Well, we finally had rain. We had a nice, long, dry period, which many of you were very happy about. You like the warmth, you like the sunshine,
I do.
like the dry, but
it
didn't do so good for our drought status. And so it was good that we got rain back, but April kind of knocked us out of that awesome place that we were in going into the spring, and then now May is kind of not doing so good. But for those of us that like the rain and appreciate it, we do have some and a little more in our forecast. So we're going to talk about kind of what we're trending for the rest of the month.
I mean, as much as I do like the dry weather, and I will admit I will take all the sun I can get when it does happen, I also don't like wildflowers in the summer, and so I do understand the importance of it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So let's take a look at those conditions. So we are going to be moving into a more cloudy and cooler pattern, and we're going to stay that way for basically this entire week. So here's what we have for your temperatures for the month so far. Those are those 2 80-degree days that we were talking about with you here. We had temperatures there that got into the 70s, just a couple of cooler days, a couple average days. Where we stand right now is just a little more than 3 degrees above normal. We should be in the upper 60s. I think 69 is our average temperature right now, but we're going to be more like low and then mid 70s for the next couple of days. The temperature trend, there's where we have it for you. Low 60s today, a little warmer Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday 68. That's the closest that we're going to get to average before you see that we're going to be cooling back down. And then of course we like to look at that Climate Prediction Center going 6 to 10 days out. So this takes us from about middle of the month beyond. And if you look closely there, actually I'm doing this from a different computer today. Oh, look at me, I can do this on the fly.
Some behind the scenes
I
action
know,
right
how
now.
fun is that? It's a good thing my iPad wasn't working. You can see here, so this lighter gray color that's in the middle, that's just above, or just above average just a little. So the darker gray, that's average, and then as you go deeper into the blues, that's the farther away from what we're looking at as far as your temperature. So a little on the cooler side, right? Farther away from normal. I do have, is that the temperatures? I was looking for the rain one too. I need to find that one here somewhere. I'll pull that up for you because I got this awesome computer available to me today. Let's look at what we had. Nice dry stretch all the way until Saturday, and then Mother's Day, those showers kicked in. We got 1/10 of an inch, and so far today we've had 13/10 of an inch, but we're not done. We are dry in some areas, although looking at this Vancouver camera here at the digital desk in the newsroom, you wouldn't believe it. We're going to have some breaks here throughout the day at different times. The best chance for showers for like a really good downpour would be this afternoon between about 4 and 6, which we also have a chance for thunderstorm in that time. That is today.
Potential thunderstorm.
Potential thunderstorm. So I will.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to pull up. I promised I'd pull up some other cameras. That is our, Maryhill camera there, looking over the Columbia, and you can just see the rain covering the lens.
Yep, that's a little shower that came through. Can I type on this? I can. Nice.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's we can continue on our tour of cameras if you'd like.
Yeah.
We're getting that all pulled up there. So, just giving everybody another look here around.
Yeah,
There's
so a little
our,
dry with clouds.
river cam down there.
Wet road. You can see the pathway there where folks are riding their bikes and walking.
And you can still see some of the rain coming down even
Yep.
in that camera.
Oh, you can?
And then
Oh, look at that.
Look at Seaside though. Now that is the place to be right now.
That is the place.
That is the place. Oh my God! Look at everybody out there enjoying the beach on a Monday
Yep.
morning.
Now it was last time I checked, it was low 50s, so it might be sunny, but it's a little cool, but no major wind, so that's nice too.
That still looks pretty nice though.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does. It very much does. Okay, so this
All
is
right.
what I wanted to talk to you about. So you see all that area that's colored in red there? That's thunderstorm potential energy.
Okay.
So the way I like to describe it is think about having gas in your car.
Okay.
You can't go anywhere unless you have gas in your car. So you have to have gas in your car to go somewhere. But just because you have gas in your car doesn't mean you can go. So you have to have other aspects, you know, the
Right, everything's
ignition.
gotta come together.
Yes, but this is one of the main things that we look for is their energy, is their instability in our atmosphere. So this is noon, and if we take that all the way through right there, 8 o'clock is about when it's completely gone. Go a little, you can see it starts lightening up. That's about 6 o'clock. It's still through the metro and the I-5, and then it goes away. So that's that energy that we're looking for to create the thunderstorms. If we get them, we could see some nice downpours in it. So yesterday, one went through Kelso, and they had more than half an inch of rain.
Wow.
Everywhere else was only like a few tenths to a few
Half an
hundred.
inch.
Yeah, and I can even pull that up for you. So here's where we are so far for today. Most of this from this morning. I haven't really seen any new numbers in the last hour or so. It's just been a few light showers here and there. And then if you zoom out a little, you can see the coast actually less than a lot of the areas in the Metro and Valley, and that's because the nature of the system. It's a deep, kind of broad trough of low pressure that's sort of actually passing below us, not going straight toward the coast. So it's actually getting some spin-off showers, and it's on the backside of this. So that's why when we looked at the Astoria or the Seaside camera, it was so pretty. But then when you look at the Vancouver camera, wet as you could be. So that's what we have for you there. This is what we have for the month so far compared to the last few months. Now, maize for the last few years, excuse me, have been a little dry. We have not had very many wet maize in recent history. Anything standing out there to you?
Take a look here at these. Yeah, I mean, obviously 2022 was a pretty big,
Yeah.
pretty big year there when it came.
Yep.
comes down
And
to-
then 2018, only 1707 inch.
Yeah, and so far not a whole lot.
Yes.
Even though we are just in the first part of May.
Yes, but we're getting close to halfway through. I mean, we're
yeah,
not
it
too
gets
far
so
away.
great.
We're at the 12th.
Oh
So
gosh, I forgot it is the 12th. Okay,
yeah, so we're almost halfway through. So if you pop into that drought monitor, this is what I was talking about. So we had that very brief time and where the entire state was out of drought status. But once we got through April and the rain just stopped, I think it was basically after the 8th. I think April 8th, if we look back, that's about the last time we had any substantial accumulation. That's when we dropped into the drought status. And you can see here that we're not looking like we're going to see too much. So here, these are the temperatures. I want to find the rain one. So that's all below normal. So that's cooler on the temperatures. I really want to see if I can find us. I'm going to look up here and see
Okay.
if I can find us. I know I have it. The temperatures. So if you want to look around at some more
Okay,
cameras
here, we'll
while I
take a look at
this.
just a couple of other cameras here as we go through. There's live from downtown Salem. Taking a look there. Looks not too bad right there, although there's a bunch of clouds
Yep.
kind of creeping over there. Let's head down to
Yep.
Newport as well.
It's still beautiful there.
Still beautiful. Well, it's very
Yeah.
Newport-like. Still gray, but
Yep.
a little bit of blue sky in there.
Yep.
Looking again down there at the coast, and let's head to the mountain here real quick.
Oh,
too, so
oh, I saw some flakes up there this morning. There was a little flurry or two.
All right, so maybe some more
just
snow,
just
yeah.
a little, not accumulating, but just
Yeah.
a little. It was kind of fun to watch a few flakes. So, okay, I found the Climate Prediction
right.
Center's forecast for rain. So here we are, the brown colors associated with below normal precipitation, and the green associated with getting more rain.
Okay.
So if you do my little fun swing into the state here, it looks like we have a fun little color gradient. So the tan color, that would be below normal, gray is normal, and green is above.
Okay.
So you can see to the north, kind of northeast, everything is predicting, they're looking at it being just a little more slightly above, but not much, and then average in that band in the middle. So we're not looking at super soaking, soggy wetness, you know, for the next few days. Okay, so here's where we are today, about 2 o'clock. Now, what I want you to see, this is what's so fun about having this available to me. Watch the spin of these showers as they go. You see how they're kind of spinning off in a counterclockwise motion right there, off to the southeast. That's where that system is kind of passing through. So by the time we get to right about 9 o'clock, and if you remember when we were watching the thunderstorm energy, it was around 6, 7, 8 o'clock. That's all moving on, all that instability that we need. Then we have just like a few sprinkles. You see some sprinkles there, some sprinkles there. There's a couple coming through. So tomorrow, this is all the way to 10 o'clock. If you're on the west side of I-5, you're likely going to be dry. If you're on the east side where you have that upslope, that lift we've talked about with cloud formation and showers and stuff, you might get a few sprinkles here or there, but there's a likely chance we will see a mostly dry day. Then we get to Wednesday morning, there's 5 o'clock, so some showers, but it's pretty much done right about there, about 2 o'clock. And now you'll see lots of breaks. So anywhere that you don't see white, that's where you're going to have some sunshine. So we stay pretty broken up, and then we move on from there. Okay, how much time do we have here? Making sure I'm being good. Let's look at accumulation real quick. See if we can fast forward all the way through to the end of this here. There we go. So Portland, about another 1/4 of an inch, and then even less south. We're all the way through Wednesday. Oh, yep, it's about as far as it's going to go. So that's where you saw those numbers disappears about where the model's done running. So there we go. All the way through Wednesday, those showers we saw in the morning, maybe 3/10 of an inch in the metro and 1/4 into the valleys. So that's about what we have. We're not looking like we're going to really be hard in any direction. We're not looking for super, wet. We're not looking at super dry. We're not looking at super hot. We're not looking at super cold. Everything looks pretty average, but on the drier side.
Drier side.
Yeah, so that drought status, not helping that right now.
A question for the thunderstorm chance later today. So what time, just to reiterate again, what time should we start looking for that?
Noon through about 6 o'clock.
Noon through, okay,
Yep.
so anytime in there.
Anytime in there. It has a lot to do with the breaks in the clouds and the heating and the daytime heating and the instability, and you get into the afternoon.
So many different factors,
Yeah. That's a pretty prime time for thunderstorms. You can get nocturnal ones, but that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, different thing.
Different thing, yeah.
Okay, all right, so
There you
just
go.
be aware of that today. As
Yeah.
to what about, and yeah.
That is a mild 7-day forecast.
That's very mild.
Heading to the 3rd week of the month, I think.
All right. Well, this is why we have you on here, to help us understand all of this stuff. And
Hopefully it helps and doesn't confuse.
yes, no, it definitely helps. And thank you to everybody who's joining us too. We do appreciate that. We are live streaming here, as I mentioned at the beginning, from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. And because of that, we get to do these longer form segments, a little more in depth. If you have questions for Katie, feel free to send those in, and we'll make sure that she gets those as well. And yeah, we'll be back at 1 o'clock. We've got a whole bunch of programming. I'm going to be talking about the 8 Seconds Juneteenth Rodeo at 1 o'clock. I've got the founder of that who's going to be joining us, talking about what a huge success that is, and plenty more throughout the afternoon. So,
Yes,
as
I'll be
always,
back.
Thank you, and we will talk to you soon with more Fox 12 Now. Actually, I'm going to leave everybody with that.